On for fun, so nothing important.
I like your mom though.
Oh,
They're at the beach.
A new sub.
Aww. Hello, sub.
Is it me?
Hey, look, I've subbed for long enough to have a baby.
It's
So is Oppo.
A Twitch baby.
I'm a baby.
Twitch baby.
What is that? That's TikTok too.
Should we start our own?
Baby.
We start our own hype train again?
That's gonna
Start
be
our own hype train.
That's gonna be all tonight as I beat the crap out of you. Molly's gonna be like, "It's just a baby."
That's me literally every session. There's always a point in the session where I'm thinking, baby.
Welcome in, one and all. Thank you for joining us for our extravagant night of Dungeons and Dragoning. Last week, or multiple weeks ago, our adventurers found themselves in the undercroft of the city after searching down the Cult of the Gallant, also pre-named as the Diamond Licking Cult. They solved a puzzle to enter what would have been a small chamber if that chamber hadn't have been filed out many years ago, to lead into what is this like sprawling under city of Arathio. This large, what looks like sprawling mine shafts with these Goron type individual earth elementals that seem to be like the majority of the population down here, more than 50%. But there's other people that I wouldn't say any of the party recognize, but definitely recognize them as above grounders. Humans, elves, dwarves, and the like are also found in this underground place. After they found their way down here, they saw a familiar face, Gareth, or at least someone pretending to be Celine's boss and friend, Gareth. As Celine confronted them, they found themselves face to face with a unfamiliar face to them and a familiar face to who is known as Cal, or short for chameleon, a doppelganger. After a long and heated conversation between the two of them, our heroes heard a shriek from across the corner as a blinding white light burst from an alleyway, as they all saw a bioluminescent glowing man and two of these larger earth elemental Goron looking individuals kind of like stepping away as if he was like hot to the touch. And with that, we find ourselves in combat.
Say it.
It's interesting that it redoes those every time I go to a different screen. Well, guys, it's time to roll initiative.
What?
Or initiative?
Yeah!
Let me get the initiative counter out real quick.
Hold on, wait. I have to give a little speech real quick.
Oh, yes.
Oh, proceed.
Hit us with it.
So guys, it looks like we're about to be going into battle. And things are kind of uncertain, but I feel like our bonds have strengthened over the times recently, and I highly believe that if we come together and work as a team, we can overcome any obstacle. You guys are awesome. And we're gonna kick some ass today.
Amen.
Hell yeah, we are!
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I still have a crab in my purse.
What is that? 8 temp HP?
Yeah.
Yes.
8 temp HP.
I forgot I have a crab in my purse.
I apparently still have 8 temp HP from whenever we did this before. I think from when we entered the cavern or
Yeah,
something.
somehow
probably.
y'all
Yeah, I also
steamrolled
do.
my roper with overlapping actions to reduce its speed to 0 and watch it get eviscerated
forgot
by
about that.
Blade
Okay, I remember
Hurricane.
now.
Dude, it's been like that. For some reason, D&D Beyond keeps defaulting to like the previous game or the game before, and so like,
Well, it doesn't reset until you rest and stuff like that.
I mean,
Because we technically haven't rested since the
Correct.
last session.
You haven't rested.
Right? So,
Yeah, do not gain health, do not gain hit points, don't gain anything back unless you're gaining those temp HP for that quick promotional speech.
Inspirational.
Don't pass go. Don't collect $200.
I think they're probably mostly promo speeches when it comes to Sage. Okay. Don't forget to hit your token before you roll initiative. If
Yeah,
you
that's
hit
the first time I actually
button.
remembered to do it.
Where am I? Oh, I'm hiding. Good.
So yeah, basically what you all said, this is the layout I've given. This is Cal right here. There are two of these guards, like I said, that she had. These are the Gorons for purposes of me not having a good Earth Elemental stat block looking thing. There's a couple more of them that seem to be fleeing him. And then the rest of you kind of said you were staying back. Also, I will remind that currently Sage is in the costume of an older gentleman and has told a couple of the Gorons off as they came and confronted y'all working without a permit down here.
Hey, I'm not showing up on the turn order thing to like add my initiative. Sorry.
Oh yes, let me add you.
Yeah, I'm not either. I didn't click my.
If you click on your token on the actual map and then roll, it should
Yeah,
like
it will
automatically
work,
add
but if you don't,
I
it's
didn't know
fine.
that.
This is the first time I've done it, but
There is a minor change that they've done on Roll20 to where it auto puts it in numerical order, and man, oh man, am I a happy man.
oh, that's awesome.
That's pretty nice, yeah.
Can we get some battle music?
Yes,
I'm
so
on it.
great.
Thank you.
And I will now send a rough image. Ignore the spear, but this is what you all see. Actually, I'll just describe it. I'll also send it in the Discord, but I can't send it in Roll20 because it's not letting me. I'll put it in general of the Discord just in case anybody listening wants to.
It's a good
Yeah.
idea. Means you guys should go to our Discord and hang out with us more.
Yuck.
Oopsie, I almost posted the whole stat block.
You can do that.
I'm not doing that.
That's okay. You can.
That would actually
you
be a
can
good
hide.
idea to have a channel for just like separate like live stream channel, like stuff that we're putting
Pictures
during.
and
Oh, that
stuff.
would be a good
content during
idea.
the stream
I should do that.
for anyone that wants to follow along.
Somebody just joined.
Someone joined. What?
Xanthos.
Joined.
Welcome to the server.
Hello?
Is
Not-
it
not to the
Azra
voice.
Metrion Zinthos?
Not to the voice. Sorry if that's what y'all thought I meant. I cannot get this image to post.
Well, I cannot.
I will post the
keep
stat
my-
block later for everyone. But for now, let me give you a description. You see basically a man in a large white tunic, could almost be confused as a toga, that is radiating this golden light out of his hands. And the moment he was spotted by like more than a few individuals, you watch as these two large radiant wings burst from his back as he lets out a scream of pain. At this point, you see there's a halo floating over his head, but it is cracked in many places. And his whole skin glows this dull hue, but his hands have this like radiant fire in them from what you see. He is first. And I'm gonna say that, have you all said anything or reacted in any like visceral way?
Holy shit!
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, gotcha. So
I was gonna
what,
say, I think I'd only have like a little gasp. Real dramatic.
I'm like looking back and forth at him and on myself, like
okay, well then he
Are
is
you my
probably
brother?
just going to target the two that are around him then. You watch as he kind of huffs and these large like basically fountains of energy that are spurting from his hands. He points one in either direction, and these two orbs of sunlight burst from his hands, and he will.
Is he a fire elemental?
That is the stat block. Not the stat block I'm using. That is the image I have because I could not find glowing man in a token. But no, he is very much a person, just like Mist was a person when when not totally in her form.
He's a dandelion.
So on one crit and 119, he hits both of them. One in the back, you watch as this radiant orb flies through him. And by through him, I mean through him. And he falls over to the ground. Seemingly dead.
Or the opponent.
Seemingly.
Who's this?
This Goron down here that kind of saw what happened. Where is this at? That'll do for now.
Oh, okay.
And this one you watch as this one's running towards you all, either trying to find help or just get away from the situation. He gets hit in the back, but it's not near as painful or deadly. And with that, he's just gonna chase this guy down. He didn't get that guy. And Hugh, you're up.
Hugh is up. Well, hey, congratulations. As a bonus action, if I see this guy running down the street nuking people left and right, I'm gonna bonus action rage. That's just a fact of life.
Makes sense.
And we're gonna go in. So Wild Surge, roll to the table.
I feel like Hugh doesn't have a sandwich for 4 hours and then he rages anyway.
Guess what? Guess what time it is? It's time for a flump. It's flump time. All right. All right. Is he within 30 feet of me?
I'm going to assume that you got visible or visual.
Yes,
These large
yes, I did.
stones are actually like walls. So yeah, you would need to go right about there. You could definitely see the glow around the corner. So from
30,
there, yes,
alright.
he's within 30 feet of you.
Alright. All right, there'll be a flump right here on the other side of him, so that way I don't hit this poor Goron or Earth Elemental. He's gonna need to roll me a Dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage at the end of the current turn. So before that happens, I'm gonna roll not fuck all, because I'm just gonna dash up to him.
Okay.
So that way I can get within melee of him. And we're going to see how tough this guy is on my next turn. The Flump will go ahead and ignite, and he'll need to make a dexterity saving.
Okay. Dex save. Gonna be. Total of 16.
16, I think would pass. Because my poor little... Exceeding on dexterity saving.
It doesn't say.
8 plus your proficiency, which is 3, plus your con mod, which is 4, so
15.
8 plus 7 is 15. Yeah, so he
He'll take
succeeds.
half of a d6.
Yep, he'll take 3 as the flump explodes in a fiery, beautiful display.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it. Nope.
Explodes into fireworks.
Yeah, fireworks.
Okay. Sherlock, you're up.
I saw Hugh just like booking it, so I'm gonna kind of try to follow after him, but I'm not gonna go like super far.
Got it.
So I'm gonna go like right there, and I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Nice.
So let me put that in here before I forget about it. Okay. Then can I toss a Mind Sliver at him?
Is that a bonus action?
That's a cantrip.
Yeah, but is it a bonus action?
No.
Okay, then no, you can't, because Mage Armor is an
Okay.
action, right?
Yeah, it was a spell.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I think that's it then for me.
Okay. Up next is Colleen.
I am going to Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Has it lost any hit points?
It has.
You're welcome.
What's it a save of? Wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a total of 17.
That'll beat it.
Is that a saber suck?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay, up next is this guy is going to kind of push past you, Molly, and look over at Cal and kind of in a muffled voice that you would understand, Molly? Speaks primordial, right?
C.
Yeah. So you hear him say in like this gravelly tone, he says, we need to be leaving. And kind of just ushers her down this back hallway. It was like a back alley. And kind of turns and picks up this large glaive in his hands, kind of to protect the alleyway as she makes her dismissal. Asher, you're up.
Do we know or did we witness that these Gorons were getting attacked?
I would say you definitely heard shrieks of pain and blasts of light. From your perspective right now, you definitely couldn't see it happen.
And the Gorons were not our enemies previously, were they?
Correct. Yeah, they just seem to be the inhabitants down here.
Okay, all right. So they weren't necessarily like fighting anybody or fighting us anyway.
Correct.
Okay. I kind of make myself known in the open here, and I kind of call out like, I don't suppose you want to talk.
He looks at you and he bellows under his breath. He says, I'm on a job, child. Why are you all bothering me?
All right, I just wanted to know. This is me speaking,
Yeah.
not Asher. I just wanted to know if he was like just indiscriminately like some kind of rage monster, or if he's actually like sentient.
Yeah,
But it seems
no,
like he is.
No, he definitely has got some words in his mouth.
Okay. Let me see here. Oh man, I'm just. I guess I've only used one spell slot so far, but. I'm gonna cast Sleet Storm.
Ooh.
Interesting. Okay. Where at?
So, let me see. Okay, this is the first time I've ever used this spell, so I gotta read it real quick.
Yeah, it's a pretty big one. I'll say that for sure.
Icy spell.
Until the spell ends, freezing rain and sleet fall in a 20-foot tall cylinder with a 40-foot radius centered on a point you choose within range. The area is heavily obscured, and exposed flames in the area are doused.
20
The
foot.
ground in the area is covered with slick ice, making it difficult terrain. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, it falls prone. If a creature starts its turn in the spell's area and is concentrating on a spell, the creature must make a successful Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC or lose concentration. All right, that's exciting. I'm gonna make the point, I guess.
I want to go ahead and say
Yeah,
something
we're-
real quick since you are seeing him now.
I didn't hear anything you just said. Your mouth is moving and I can't hear you.
Oh no. Can you hear me now?
Uh-oh.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Sorry, I wanted to make the point that you can definitely see that he has wings that he is kind of gliding across the ground on. I'm not sure if you would think that to be a like concentration spell.
He has what that he's gliding across the ground on? What did
He
you
has
say?
wings, like these
Wings.
ethereal, not ethereal, but like made of radiant energy. So before you spend your spell slot on a spell that doesn't like do damage or anything, I don't want you to feel like cucked if he just flies over this sleet that's on the ground, because I think that is the main point of that spell. But if he is if this is a spell he's concentrating on, the wings, then it could be a good thing. I'm warning you ahead of time. He is definitely not touching the ground right now.
I guess I also, for some reason, thought that he would be damaged by it, but
I don't think it does any damage.
no, I don't think it does either.
It's great for like a huge spellcaster fight. You just make them all lose concentration and stuff, and they can't move. But for this instant, I'm not sure that it. It's your call. Like I said, the wings could be magic. You don't know, but you've also seen some weird shit with the one-legged jumping mutated boy. So he might just have wings now.
Gotcha. Okay. What is our environment right now? Is this like out in the open, or are we like in a building or room at all?
There are no buildings down here that you've seen except for these like carvings into it's almost like the buildings or not the buildings, but the cave walls are the buildings themselves, if that makes sense. And there are no buildings from this little this is not a building, this is just like a larger portion of wall. This is a larger portion of wall. This is a building back here that seems to be a building of some sort, a business probably, and then there's no buildings over here. But down here it was more like you basically were already in like an alleyway, because if you'll remember, Cal was doing like nefarious trades more than it was anything that was like wholesome. And so she was already meeting in what was close to like an alleyway or a back alley lot kind of thing. So
basically I'm asking because I want to know, would I be able to cast Call Lightning?
Yeah. There it is mountainous, like you are in the bottom of a what's
big,
the
like,
you're at the bottom of a
cavern?
cliff basically. If you'll remember, y'all had to climb down, remember?
Yeah, okay.
So yeah.
All right. So we are still like outdoors.
Correct.
Kind of.
Yes.
Well, in that case, yeah, instead of Sleet Storm, which I do want to cast at some point because it seems
for
cool,
sure.
I'm going to cast Call Lightning instead.
Nice. Okay. And that's a large area, I think, as well. So
it's a 60-foot radius and a 10-foot tall cylinder.
we're just gonna say that if you're on this map, it's on. As long as he doesn't run away, he is allotted
Pretty
to be
much
struck by lightning. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and cast that. And then when I cast it, I choose a point. You can, you said it's basically the whole map essentially, right?
Yeah.
When I cast a spell, I am gonna send the lightning right towards him, and it's going to be a dex save.
Okay. Pretty good.
Why am I showing up as James A?
I see that.
No, it's me. What I've been doing anytime y'all call out a spell is I'll look it up on D&D Beyond and
and then you're
put
posting it. Oh, okay.
I'm putting the spell text into the Roll20
gotcha.
chat just in case anybody has any questions
That's
about
helpful.
Oh, okay. What was the? Did you roll the save?
Yeah, it's pretty big. 17 total.
Okay, 17 will do it.
But he still takes half, I think,
It
right?
takes half.
Okay.
Yep. Take the first one.
Half 16,
Yeah.
which
So
is 8. Got it.
Lightning damage. And then basically on each of my turns from here on out, I can use my action to call down the lightning again.
Which is gnarly because you can also summon a spiritual weapon and then just start beating the crap out of him twice on a turn.
So basically, I'm like, no physical attacks, just me, just having
beating
everything
the
else attack
trash out
me.
of somebody. Yo. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot something. Hugh, when you entered about here, you realized that there's some like sweltering, uncomfortable levels of, it's not even heat, it is heat, I guess, but it would be more close to like what you feel down in the oil mines, or it's like radiation, basically, kind of this weird energy coming off of them. So I need you to make a con saving throw for me.
All right, yeah. 18.
Yeah, and I was gonna actually give you advantage because of your normal work life, so that's definitely fine. You feel this kind of very familiar heat, and you just kind of laugh. And you'll take half of 3 radiant damage, so 1.
1. Hell yeah. All right.
Okay, with that was the end of Asher's turn. This other, this guy is going to look over to you, Hugh, and speaking Terran. Do you understand Terran?
No.
Asher, you hear clear as day as Hugh kind of just nods at the guy. I appreciate your help, friend from the above world.
I don't speak Terran either.
Oh, you don't speak Primordial?
Oh, Primordial, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Terran is a subspecies of Primordial. Primordial's technically four languages in one. Busted, by the way. So, yeah.
Okay, yes, I do speak Primordial.
Gotcha. So he looks to you and he says, "Thank you, friend, for your assistance." And he pulls this like larger stone club out from behind his back and just turns around and like takes a whack at this guy.
Yeah, in response to the words that I don't understand, I'll say, yeah, I don't know where it came from either.
And I'm like, Hugh, he says thank you.
Oh.
A 7 does not hit, and
You're welcome.
He kind of whiffs on the hit, and then he just keeps running. Gonna squeeze past you. He's gonna take an opportunity attack. You watch as the two orbs in his hand become this long, like, spectral glaive. And I rolled a D100 to hit. It's cheating.
Wow.
Actually a 9.
I got a 97.
Does that hit?
A 9 does not hit the Goran, so he gets away and dodges past. With that, after that, Sage, you're up.
All right.
All right.
All right. So I want to move up a little bit closer first off.
Yeah.
So we have determined that the Gorons. Wait, who said thank you for helping us? Is it the Gorons?
One of the Gorons did, but you don't speak Primordial, so you really wouldn't have heard that.
So
But you did hear me yell that.
Sure.
Oh yeah, you
heard me
heard
yell that.
Asher relay it. So
I'm like,
yeah,
he said thank you.
yeah.
They're on our side.
All right. Well then, I'm gonna use Phantasmal Force on Flamey guy over here. And
Flamio,
he is
hot
just
man.
He's just gonna crumple to the ground because he thinks the ceiling is collapsing in on him.
Okay.
Ooh,
What's that say? Is
Sweet.
that a wisdom?
If it works.
Intelligence 15.
Intelligence. Nice.
Yeah, let's go.
That's a 4. That will not do it.
Nice.
4 psychic
Pretty
damage. So you watch Hugh almost a little confused if you didn't already know or seen this move as he like looks up and looks horrified and kind of puts his arms up and shoots a couple of these ethereal blasts off, and there's nothing happening above him, but he's wincing and feels and looks like he's hurting.
You alright, buddy?
Doing good there, bud?
That Phantasmal Killer, is that right?
Phantasmal Force.
Phantasmal Force.
Force,
yeah.
okay.
And then I would also like to create a motive potential over Asher. As
Okay,
well.
cool.
Ooh.
Does that have a lasting effect? It is concentration. Target makes set until spell has no effect on. Okay, that's fine.
It lasts until the
Has
inspiration
to
die is lost.
use its action to examine the phantasm to get out of this. Okay, so he's kind of soft locked right now.
He's literally like,
yeah.
oh my god.
He
It's
thinks-
actually a pretty sweet spell.
It is a pretty
It is a
sweet
really
spell.
good spell.
Yeah, he really thinks this whole place is collapsing, and he's not okay with it. With that, it is Molly. You're up. Dewdrop.
I can see him, correct?
Yeah.
I'm a little in the back. Okay. He's 60 feet away from me.
Yes, I'd have
Yeah.
to assume.
Almost certainly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is.
I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use Frostbite because it's not gonna waste a spell slot, but I kind of want to see if it would help to
Chill him
do
out.
anything. Yeah, to do just to help out because I'm in the back. Well, not that that helps any anyway, but
Gotcha.
so it's at will. It's 1d6 cold damage, and it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its turn if it has a weapon attack.
Do you need to roll the
Ooh.
hit, or is it?
It's a con save.
Okay, cool. Nope, 12.
Fails.
Okay. So 8 cold damage.
Then if it has a weapon, it has disadvantage on anything. And then that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. It has
Yeah.
disadvantage on its weapon attack next turn. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Alright, she's going to walk down this alleyway, turn to you, Celine, and say, be safe. I'll speak to you soon. This other
You too.
elemental will come and just kind of stand guard to this alleyway.
And nice to meet you.
Sage takes note of this interaction. He's just like, "What is? Do you know them? What's going on?"
Sage will remember
Sage
that.
will remember this.
I think I used to.
Like, maybe?
Obviously, like, I didn't get like too in depth of anything that's going on, but I'll probably tell Celine, like, that the Guardian told them that they had to go.
Hold on. I couldn't. What'd you say?
Oh, sorry. Molly would probably relay the message that the Guardian told them that they needed to leave. Probably would keep her assumption, like her own thoughts to herself, though, but just like relay what was said.
Got it. Makes
Okay,
sense.
but what about the giant ball of fire?
Just shut up on it. What do you mean a giant ball of fire? I'm working on it.
Okay, Miss Waterhair.
Hey,
I will
listen.
say it's probably hard for y'all to tell from back there, but he is
Her hair's
definitely
short like a pixie.
Yeah, I have a pixie cut going on right now.
not like fire. I will say that much. It's like if somebody walked out of a nuclear power plant and was like filled with radiation is more the vibe you're getting. But that's his turn, and you watch as at the end of your turn, at the end of your turn, Molly is going to use its 2 legendary actions to summon 3 small glowing orbs of light.
Let's go.
One here, one here.
What do you think you are? Orion? Come on.
You see
Just fairy fire.
You see 3, I think Molly, you're probably the most familiar with this, as they find themselves in like forests and things like that, and definitely Sherlock as well for your learnedness. You see 3 will-o-wisps appear around you. I will say, Sherlock, just with your inherent knowledge, the will-o-wisps are like bobbing lanterns that wink and close in and out of color, and they're usually seen as like signs of hope or signs of doom, depending on where they show up.
Okay.
Okay, with that is...
How are you supposed to tell which one it is?
It's hope for him, doom for y'all, in his opinion. Okay, and that was his legendary action. His action on his turn is going to take a melee attack at you, but with disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let me...
I'm helping.
You are.
That never happens.
Oh,
You see, as this longer weapon now becomes like this short, large hammer, and he takes a club across your head, or at least he tries to.
come on,
Oh,
roll me the
man.
dice.
I might still hit, but at least it didn't crit. I don't know yet. We'll find out.
Okay.
Oh.
15
That's
is
not a
the
good
number
sign.
you're aiming for.
Yeah, so that's only an 11 actually. So yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Nat
Kind of
20 and a 3.
slide to the right a little bit as it goes.
Side to the right.
And he
Take it
looks at
back
you
now, y'all.
and spits in rage and says, "I have no business with you, boy." With that, it is the end of
I call from the end of the corridor.
his turn.
Here's
Hugh,
a
you're up.
man. He was a man.
Oh yeah. All right. As I slide to the right, I go with the uppercut with the wrench.
Nice.
All right. Let's
You can do like a
see.
Cupid shuffle or something like that.
Yeah.
Slide to the right.
Slide right. Say it back now, y'all.
A 19.
19.
One smack this time.
Mm.
Whap!
Does that hit?
A 19 definitely hits, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, I
Alright,
heard the number, but it didn't register.
bludgeoning damage
12, okay.
as the wrench catches him across the chin.
12 bludgeoning. Okay.
All right. Second attack.
Yes. 13 will not hit, no.
Oh, and then I missed him on the downswing. That's all right though. That's all right. Oh, bonus action. The Flumpf appears on the other side of him and erupts in a fiery display of beautiful fireworks.
We've
I
lost
was gonna
music,
say-
by the way.
Oh,
Fire
sorry.
guy's rolling a disadvantage, right? Because he's under the spell and thinks he's being crushed.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just remembered the whole, the ice thing, not the... When a target is affected by the spell, the target still believes... is so convinced... Okay.
Does it
Yeah.
does
He
it get
doesn't
advantage
even
too?
get to attack. He has to make an intelligence check to try to see through it. So
Yep.
he's gonna roll an investigation check instead of. He nat 20'd the investigation check. So
Oh,
so, but he will still take 1d6 of psychic at the end of his turn, I think, or at the beginning of his turn when that's still happening. So go ahead and roll another d6 of psychic for me.
Coming right up,
boss.
Stinky, 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 stinky.
I promise y'all, it's much better that he
Four.
nat 20'd on this check than it is on any of your foreheads.
Stinky, stinky.
Bring it on.
Stinky, stinky.
Stinky.
Okay. Yeah, what was the damage on the Flumpf explosion?
1.
Okay.
So he'll take half of 1, which is probably 1.
Yeah, it is.
At least it's not. At least it's not less than that.
Sherlock, you're up.
Okay, I am going to. I got a pretty straight line of sight for this dude, right?
Yes.
Okay. I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna toss a chromatic orb, a level 2 chromatic orb at him.
What type of damage?
Water.
You can choose between. You rolled the ice knife instead.
What? Oh, I
Yeah.
clicked it. Okay, yeah, because now it's asking me for the damage. Let's do cold. We already got the ice on the ground, so.
Woo-wee! A crit. Yeah.
Woo!
Nice.
Critical chromatic orb.
You'll watch this chromatic orb
My
fly over the
eyeball
shoulder
burns.
of Hugh and just blast into the side of this guy. And good lord, 27 damage.
Low bridge.
Low bridge.
Means you got a duck.
I feel like this guy's about to get owned just like that roper.
It's not. I just
Let's
don't.
see.
It's not fair.
But it is. But
Too
it's
strong.
Yeah, that's all I can really do.
Okay, at the end of your turn, you will use one legendary action to assert dominance over a will-o-wisp, and one of the will-o-wisps will reach out to you, Sherlock, and will try to shock you. A 22 to hit,
Oh boy.
Yes.
going to be 9 lightning damage. As you watch this thing kind of like spaz and like burn with energy, and then it just reaches out and like tases you basically.
Like a ow.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt a whole lot, but it hurt. After that, Celine, you're up.
Okay, I am gonna try to move forward a little bit. And I'm gonna try to magic missile this guy.
Okay.
Oh, I have to press it lots of times. I forgot.
You gotta push it depending on what level you're doing.
You gotta push it.
So
push it.
8 points of force damage, right?
Yes, force damage.
Okay, at the end of your turn, as a legendary action, he will assert dominance over one of these again, and this time it will be the one behind you, Hugh. And you hear this spark of energy from behind you. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
Why is it rolling twice every time I hit this? That's okay, I don't care. 5 points
Personal
of
problem.
lightning damage.
Lightning.
Hydromatic.
Let me mark that.
Why it's greased lightning? Go, go, go,
Right.
go, go. He starts into a show tune. Okay, with that, that was his legendary action. These two Gorons will now disappear from the combat as they head down that way. Asher, you're up.
All right. First thing I have to ask is, for spiritual weapon, you can use bardic inspiration to add to those attack rolls, right?
Yeah, you should be able to, as long as bardic inspiration can be used on attack rolls. Then yes.
For an attack roll, yeah. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready for this turn? No.
It's so
Go ahead.
gnarly. I know what you're doing.
You should all be paying attention.
I'm ready.
So I don't even need to move closer to him, but I'm going to just for dramatic effect,
Gotcha.
just to make my presence very, very known.
Wait, 1 sec. Time out. That small orb of lightning is going to take an opportunity attack on you.
I can try.
Sorry.
It's going to.
19 to hit.
Hits.
11.
But half damage.
Yeah.
I'm resistant.
11 lightning, so 5. Correct.
Yo, I got off easy.
You did. Everyone has so far. Except for Asher, and he was resistant.
I take that damage and I'm like, oh, lightning. Cute. So then I call lightning on him, and I use channel divinity for max lightning damage of 30.
Hooey. Hooey.
And
Dex save, right?
yes.
Love that channel divinity.
It is. I think it's
Very
the
nice.
best channel divinity in
Very
any
nice.
out of any of them.
I very much enjoy being a Tempest cleric.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's going to be a total of a 24 on the dex
Okay,
save.
fine. You can half to 15.
Okay.
That's fine. And then I say, and then I cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go ahead. Right here, cast.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and put it there. It takes the form of like a very black, ominous-looking thunder cloud. And even though I'm pretty sure I hit, I'm still gonna go ahead and use my mode of potential to
Okay.
roll as part of the attack roll.
Yeah.
And I say, so you know what comes after lightning, right? The thunder. And so it hits, but when you use a mode of potential as part of your attack roll, the mote thunderously shatters and adds whatever the bardic inspiration die is. So it's, what is it, a D8
It's a
that I'm supposed to roll
D8
for
now,
that?
yeah.
So, yeah.
Heavy metal.
And I rolled an 8.
Good God.
Nice.
So it takes 11 force damage plus another 8 thunder damage along with it from my
20.
spiritual weapon.
And you hear in the back, you hear Sage go, oh, oh.
So like my whole turn, you just see lightning come down and then thunder cracks.
Okay, as a legendary action, he's gonna cry.
Oh.
I like that legendary
Crying is a free action.
Yeah.
No, it's legendary. When I cry, it's
It's a legendary cry.
But no,
Okay.
he's going to try to tase. I think he's gonna try to tase you again because you just hurt him. Oh, you do need to roll me a concentration check on your call lightning You only have to beat a
because I
10
could-
because of the 5 damage, but
Oh,
that will matter because you dealt 15 damage with it. Yeah, you got it. Easy.
You gotta roll intelligence again too.
No, he saved from it. It's gone once
okay.
he saves.
He finally got
Yeah.
it. Okay, you got
22 to hit the next time, Asher.
I got hit twice.
Well, yeah,
just now.
as a legendary action.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
That one's a 3 after the reduction of damage, so 3 lightning damage total, and then another con
I'm
save.
just like, again, very cute.
That tickle.
Oh wait, I need to do a con save again.
Yes, yeah. Every time you take damage when you're concentrating on a spell.
Oh right, duh. Oh, I think that drops,
Yeah,
right?
so the thunder,
Front
the
row.
lightning crashes down on him, and it hurts like a mother, and then it starts to like tamper out. But there's still
Well,
a
then I'm really
large,
glad I used my channel divinity
Yeah.
then.
yeah.
there's still a large sword looming over his head too.
It's a
or
big thunder
a
cloud.
big thunder
Yeah.
cloud, or whatever you made the form of this at. Okay. Sage, you're up.
All right, is Sun Guy looking kind of beat up or bloodied yet?
It's really hard to tell. He's not like characteristically the way he is, but some of his lights are dimming, I would say, is the best way to tell
Okay.
that he has been weakened.
And Jellyfish Guy over there, we haven't attacked him at all yet.
Oh, Jellyfish,
That's
that's
a
a Flumpf, and that's his, that's Hugh's Find Familiar for the night. It just keeps
Yeah.
exploding and then returning, so I'm just moving it a little
Yeah,
ways
it's just
away.
the one bad guy.
I get
Well-
angry, and then
well-
sometimes a flump comes out of my
And a
chest.
little-
Well,
No,
technically,
you
yeah,
discussed this. It comes out of your butt.
Oh, right.
technically speaking, these small little glowing lights are also bad guys, and they can be targeted, just to specify if you had a one.
Yeah, but if we take out Big Guy, they disappear, right?
maybe you don't know.
Dungeon crawl. What kind of RPG is this? This is busted. Have you ever played Final Fantasy? God.
But you also got to consider like the strategy for each fight, because sometimes you have to take out the support little things first because they keep healing him and buffing him, you know.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I don't know that, and Sage is feeling pretty confident, so he's gonna go. And Sun Guy hasn't moved very much, so we're gonna throw a
So
cloud
you gotta
attack.
give them a round to figure out what they actually do.
Cloud of daggers, spicy.
Just
I know what I'm doing next turn.
tasers.
It just like replaces my lightning cloud.
It is now a cloud with a cloud of daggers.
Yeah.
This is
It's just
extra
cloud
cloudy.
stride.
Okay, 8
Next
slashing damage.
Battle cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
Yeah, 8
Nice.
slashing damage, and then I would like to create a motive potential above Hugh.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool,
That's
cool.
the best decision that's ever happened. Let's go.
As a legendary action on his turn, or at the end of your turn, Sage, he is going to absorb the 3 lights. You watch as they all fly back into him, and some of his like dimming and cracking starts to regenerate. But there are no longer these small little orbs.
All of us are kind of like, oh fuck.
Wait, did we do something to make those orbs disappear, or he?
No, he
did
just he
something?
like summoned them back, and he seems to be
Oh, okay.
healing up.
Okay.
Absorb them.
We've seen this happen before with the moon.
Mhm.
I
So
say to the
perhaps we
party-
should be
I
destroying
say
these
to the
orbs.
party
Okay.
in a southern accent
Molly,
that I have
you're
not
up.
done yet. Well, now I'm Asher.
Nah.
In thinking this and telling the party, don't think I can throw that far, and I don't exactly want to throw it anyway. Can't get close though, can I? No, I can't. Never mind. Sorry. I am actually going to pull out my astral dagger. And I'm gonna cast mirror image on myself.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna keep my astral dagger out. So I need 2 more mollies. 3 more mollies. Can they all be different? No, I don't want them to be different colored. I lied. Never mind. I wanted to like Powerpuff Girl moment.
I wonder which one is real.
That ruins the illusion.
It's like if you summoned them Raven style from the best
Yeah.
episode of Teen Titans.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do as my action, and then I am gonna move. I can't go very far. I guess me and my duplicates are gonna move here.
Okay, cool. Celine, you see push past you 4 mollies.
Well, Molly just did shadow clone jutsu.
Yeah, and now you think you might have taken a molly.
Wondering how hard I got hit.
Okay, at the end of your turn, nope, he doesn't have any more. It's his turn though. So you watch as these orbs fly out of him. These look different though. These look like small, like shuriken looking pieces of light. And as they fly towards each of you,
Hit me with your best shot.
I have a quick question.
yes.
It says I can use that at will. Do I need to take a spell slot?
No, you don't use the spell slot. It just has one use of it a day.
One charge, yeah, one charge
Basically,
for a day.
you
Yeah,
look
okay.
at you look at your reflection, and then there's 3 of you or 4 of you. 3
I look
more
at my
of you.
reflection and I'm like, and then multiple appear, and it just shows how big my ego is.
Sounds about right.
Thanks.
Asher looks at all the mollies unsurprised.
We have Cass's niece is very prone to look in the mirror and just go.
Oh,
It is the cutest thing. He has
for
no
preference,
shame.
chat, the niece is young.
Oh yeah, she's like 5 or 4.
He's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
The niece is Sugar Button.
Yeah.
The niece is me.
Oh, you see as one of these small like shurikens come out and finds its way onto you, Hugh, and this radiant energy starts to burn. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
I think you have advantage.
Do I get
because you're
advantage
raging.
on that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's great.
It's good stuff.
That's great.
Good, good. How about an 8 then?
An 8 will not
Yeah.
save. So you
Oh,
watch
that's a
as
shame.
you watch as Hugh gets hit with this, and as it kind of propulsions off his back, I need Molly, Sherlock, and Asher to make dexterity saving throws as well. As you see a chain of radiant energy
Oh, no.
bursting.
Oof. That's a big old 5.
How did I?
I got
Yo.
11.
You nat 20'd somehow.
It's
But
most
do I need
dexterous
to?
in them
Do I
all.
need to save as? I guess it doesn't matter. I was gonna say, do I need to roll a d20 for if it's me or the duplicates? But
I don't
guess it
think
doesn't
that's
matter.
how that reads. I think it's if it's an attack roll, but you
Yeah.
can check. It might read differently.
No, I just looked at it.
Okay.
I just looked at it. I got an 11.
Okay. Anybody that got a 15 or lower failed. So everyone but Sherlock and Celine, you will take a total of 35 radiant damage.
Boy.
Boy, howdy! The rest of you will take half, which is 17 radiant damage.
I regret
Asher's like,
moving.
that was not as cute.
Holy moly, that was a good
I
hit.
moved for no good reason other than to try to get close. And what did it get me?
My eyes, I can't see.
Very bloody.
Can I chronal shift that whole attack?
You could chronal shift one person's saving throw if you wanted to let them re-roll the d20. But all you would be doing is like setting him back to doing it. You know, I'll even say you could probably let everyone reroll, but you would be forcing everyone to reroll. So the people that succeeded could fail this time.
It says as a reaction, after you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving roll, you can force that creature to reroll.
Yeah, so those were all saving rolls.
creature.
So you can make one creature reroll a saving roll.
Like you
Oh,
can't
I was
react
talking about
before
the-
creatures.
That was
Did the
not
fire guy just not attack?
that was not an attack, that was a spell.
Oh.
So and it did not have an
Okay.
attack like roll on it, it just happened.
Mhm. Gotcha. Well,
But like
yeah,
I
I'll save that
said,
then.
Asher and Molly just blew up, so if you wanted to let one of them re-roll, they could.
You guys remember like the old Street Fighter, like when at the very end of the battle when you die and like you slow motion like fall on the ground and then you're like,
Yeah.
that's just what happened to Asher.
That Asher just now. After summoning God and all other powers.
I took one step forward and then was blasted in the fucking brain.
Oh, I apologize,
Well, I'll
everybody.
use Chronal Shift to let Asher reroll because he's looking pretty hard.
Okay.
Yeah,
A little rough.
fair.
Let's see what happens.
that's
I
fair.
critted.
It was Dex.
Yeah, Dex.
Now,
Watch me fail again.
Watch me, Nene. 10 does not
10.
pass.
Damn.
all right, let me ask you this, Brian or Mag.
Yeah.
The cloud of daggers that Sage casts, that's still that's
Correct,
still
and
in
he
this
is, yeah,
guy's.
he's about to
Okay,
he's
okay,
about to eat it.
okay.
Well, he can just move, right?
Yeah, he can just move out of the
Yeah,
dragon.
he'll just
He just
Well,
gonna
when it
move.
enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay, so yeah, he's still gonna
Hey,
take
when
the
he- when
damage,
he
but then
moves-
he's gonna
Wait, can
Move
one of
out
them
of
take an opportunity attack since he moved past literally both of them?
he didn't move past anybody. You have to move out of range with somebody to take an opportunity
okay.
attack. However, he does take the 44 damage at the beginning of his turn when he started his turn on the daggers. So
Nice.
roll your damage, 44.
4d4 coming up. Never been so excited.
Can I just slap a big band-aid on him?
Just wrap yourself in a band-aid like a blanket. Be like,
Make a big new dress, a band-aid dress. Band-aid dress. It's a bandu band-aid. Ooh.
That was an awful joke, and I loved it.
I like
think
the
I missed it.
added to it. I said for everybody in chat that wants to hear my awful joke, it's a bandu band-aid. Ooh.
Oh.
Hugh, you're up. I need that con save at the start of your turn.
yeah, here it comes.
Right, so
Con
please don't let her
save.
joke anymore.
I thought that was pronounced bando, but I still get like the joke anyway.
I think you can say
19.
both.
Yeah, so you'll take half of this, and yeah,
Alright.
one again, one radiant damage.
Yeah. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
so
That
upset. No,
radiant
shut the
damage you
fuck
did
up.
last time was tough,
Yep.
man. That knocked me wild. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a grapple check to push him 5 feet back into the cloud of
cabal.
daggers. Can I do that?
Yeah, you just need to move, and it's not a grapple
the
check;
shove
it's a
action.
shove action. So,
Right.
but you need to move
Okay.
to the
If
other
us
side
hurt.
of him.
If you
Yes.
get hurt, Hugh, I'm gonna hurt Hugh.
Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's not. It's very much not.
So if I go here, I can shove him.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'll do that.
We'll do a little bouncy off the wall.
All right. Athletics
Ping pong.
check.
Yeah,
I mean pinball.
All right. Here we go.
contested with his athletics.
And I get advantage because I'm raging.
Correct, and I don't get advantage because I don't.
Ooh,
'Cause I just
spicy.
don't.
24.
10. Yep, back into
10,
the daggers.
all right.
Boom. Nice.
Just shoulder him straight into the daggers.
Thanks, friend.
Bonus action, the flump appears on the other side of him and will pop
Okay.
like a balloon.
Dex save again.
Yeah.
I do have a bonus action I should have used. Son of a...
24.
Son of a biscuit.
24 will pass, so he'll take 2.
Got it. Okay.
That's it for me.
As a legendary action, or while using two legendary actions. He's going to resummon these orbs. There's only 2 of them now.
What's this rock guy doing?
Oh, yeah, that's my bad.
He's just been chilling there.
He's bleeding out is what he's doing.
He's being my friend. Me too, buddy. Me too. He's bleeding out. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Are there only 2 motes this time?
Sorry? Yeah, only 2 were
there
formed
only
this
2
time.
motes?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Of course, they're right between me.
He's squeezing. Sherlock, you're up.
All right, You
You gonna throw another Pokeball at him?
Trying to capture him.
Let me look at how my spell slots are standing here.
These
Oh,
spells.
yeah, I could.
Ultimate
Yeah.
Frisbee, but it's chromatic orbs.
Yeah, let's throw another chromatic orb
I'll just
at
speak
him.
chromatic
I don't
orb
need to
earlier,
move
too.
or anything.
Okay. Are you throwing it at him or at one of these 2 that are next to you?
I'm throwing it at him.
Okay, 19 hits and 19 cold damage. Good God.
Good God.
Great God Almighty, great God, mighty, mighty.
And that's
Does
it for
the
me. I'm
diamond
already
get
bonus actions
consumed
or
every
anything.
time?
On what? Revivify?
No, chromatic orb.
No, because it doesn't say that it consumes it. It doesn't. It just has.
Gotcha.
Why do you have to make sure the car's in park?
Why is your car not in park?
It was from the thing that we were talking about earlier, where
Oh,
somebody
it
told
was
the
a joke.
story.
Put it in reverse.
Okay.
And
It was a callback, all right.
I was sincerely concerned. I was like, go check right now. Your car could. I know what kind of hill you live on. Your car could be in Timbuktu by now.
I mean, it could be in the next zip code. That is a fact.
We call that a code brown.
Sherlock, that was your turn. A legendary action. One of these things is going to tase Hugh. A 10 to hit you, Hugh?
No. Go fish.
Okay, Celine, you're up.
I used the wrench to redirect the blow away from my body.
I
Nice.
don't think you should do that because I think the wrench is metal.
Oh,
It gets advantage? Question mark?
On a hit. So did it roll for me to hit?
No, you make a melee attack. Basically, your weapon is filled with thundering energy,
Oh,
and you have to go
gotcha.
hit him with the weapon to cause the energy to affect him.
Or one of the wisps.
Yeah, or you
That's what
could.
I'm doing, is the wisp.
Oh, okay, cool. Roll to hit.
Booming blade.
A 9 does not hit this wisp.
I like the way you said that. Booming bleed.
Booming blade.
Anything else as a bonus action?
No, I'm good.
As a legendary action, this thing's gonna try to shock you because you tried to stab it. 23 to shock you.
Me?
Yes, you.
Because. Okay, 23, yes.
Okay, max damage, 16 lightning damage.
Ow.
Ow.
I assume that's how Celine
We-
reacts in combat. Ow.
Oh.
We
Oh.
will shock you.
Okay, with that, Asher, you're up. At the beginning of your turn, I need you to make a con save as you're within 10 feet of this burning radiant energy.
Rude. Where?
It'd be more like she'd scream ow and fuck and be swatting at the thing with a sword.
Where is this burning
It's
radiant
him.
energy you speak
Him.
of?
Himself.
Oh, did
Yeah.
you say within 10 feet?
Yeah, he's been doing it every turn, yeah.
Okay. Con
It's real
save?
hot over here, guys.
Yeah, con save.
19.
Passes, you'll take half of this. 2 radiant damage.
Half of 2?
Yeah,
or...
half of 2, because I can't roll higher
Okay.
than a 2 on this damn roll. It's a D10, guys.
It's okay. It's okay. I need the mercy for a second here. What's our policy on potion use again? Is it a full action?
If you want to feed it to someone else, it's a full action. If you want to suck on it yourself, it's a bonus action.
Okay, I'm gonna suck on one, I guess.
Suck on the teat of a potion.
Suck on these.
Oh, yeah, like instead of chugging, I'm just nursing it with
Yeah,
two little
just-
sips.
You're like putting like
Okay. Stop.
You see me pull out like one of those like church chalices, and I'm like pouring the wine.
Wait, are you,
know when you're
are you
a
talking about
kid-
the church chalices, or are you talking about like one of the when you take
oh
the
communion.
communion and you just had the little just to hit a little shot glass, you hit it.
Oh no, I'm talking. No, yeah, I was talking about like with the actual like.
please make
chalice
them
you
communion
use,
cups.
But like you gotta pour the wine into it, so it's like I'm pouring the potion into
Gotcha.
the thing.
I was thinking of like when you're a kid and you take the cap off of the water and you go like this and you
Oh yeah, you use it as a little cup.
Did
If
children?
only I could actually save it like that, but no, I'm gonna use I have a potion of greater healing in my bag, so I'm gonna throw
Okay.
that down real quick.
Throw
for
it on
myself.
the ground and it blows up. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Whew.
Nice. I
Boils
used, like,
alive.
17 healing. So I'm gonna take that, and we call that a bonus action, which means I can't use my
Weapon, correct.
spiritual weapon, but I still have a regular action. So let's see what I decide to do with this regular action.
How is Hugh looking, by the way? Hugh.
Oh man, that's such a great question that I would love to answer.
You could put your health bar in the freaking thing, guys.
Oh, sorry.
saying.
So maybe
you-
somebody that's got a healer feat could figure out how to heal.
Hugh's looking pretty rough. If I had to,
Yeah.
he's
not
definitely
great.
looking bloodied for sure.
Oh,
for
same.
sure.
Same. Also, very much same. And I'm very upset about it because it's
Alright.
getting on my clothes and my twins.
Well, I'm gonna use my twins. I'm gonna use burning
Gonna
hand.
need a lot of aloe vera
Oh,
after
burning
this.
hands. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, 15-foot cone. Another dex saving throw for this.
A 11.
Does not save, and it's gonna be 10 fire damage.
Okay. You blast it with this energy, and you watch as this fire lets up, and there's just this wave of fire in front of you, Hugh. And you hear this high-pitched squeaking that reminds you of one thing and only one thing. The one time that you were like near a major accident in the pipes, it was a high-pressure explosion.
Oh
And
no.
you see as he is face down on the ground, and you immediately turn to everyone, and your knee-jerk reaction is, "We gotta go."
We gotta get out of here.
You
We took him down though.
Yes, you see this guy lying on his face, and you hear this really high screeching, like squelching
kettle?
noise. Yeah, like a tea kettle about to go off, basically. And Hugh, as you look
Yeah.
down, for a moment, you feel this burning in your hand, and you see this like what I would what I would closely attribute to as Wonder Woman's whip. This golden line of energy in your hand that looks like what he had been wielding. It has kind of like, as he like fell over, it kind of wrapped itself around your hand and does not seem to, as you like start running, it doesn't seem to be letting go. But it's in your hand. You're taking the whip with you basically as you run, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
And
okay,
you all
okay,
clear
gotcha.
out about how far do you think you need to get away, Hugh?
Oh man, we gotta at least get to 120 feet.
Okay, you start running and running down alleys that you don't know of, down. I need everyone to make me a survival check just to make sure you're not accidentally like rounding a block just to end up at the same place.
Okay, I got a 20.
I also got a 20.
Ooh,
Oh,
I got an 11.
I got
Ah, Sage!
a Sage, no!
All right, with Hughes and Sherlock and with Hugh, Sherlock, and Molly's guidance, you all almost accidentally retracing your steps down a couple of alleyways. You end up quite a ways away as you hear this squeal now louder and louder, and people are like stepping outside of their homes and kind of looking as you hear this shuddering roar and this explosion as piles and piles of rocks fall, and screams and cries as these different people in the vicinity have either had a World War II level explosion next to them or some sort of event that is causing this whole like one of these back alley neighborhoods down here to just collapse in. The buildings are collapsing and everything, but you have solved the quarry. The issue is dealt with. He definitely exploded. There's no question about that. Yes, there's definitely a cave-in going on.
Okay.
What are you all doing?
Wondering about Cal.
I'm still kind of concerned about Hugh, so I'm gonna use a cure wounds on
Okay.
Hugh real quick.
Oh,
Are we out of danger now?
You're out of danger. There are still civilians very much in danger, so it kind of depends on like how y'all go about this. If you just want to disappear
shit.
and not be a part of it, you definitely can do that. Nobody knows you were here besides Cal. But if you want to go check and help on those people, they are on a timetable. So
Yeah, I think we should try.
Thanks, Sage. I appreciate
I
that.
think we should try and help these people real quick, and I get my shape water going to take out any fires I can.
okay.
I will
for
start
sure.
shifting rubble to try to pull people out of the rubble.
Okay, roll me an
Molly, do you
athletics
need
check.
healing too, real quick?
I have some bottles. I'm okay. I will also. Can I also take a bottle of healing?
Yeah.
Do I see any people that are like in death save territory, like unconscious?
Yes, there's that guard that had gotten away from him that kind of got caught up in and he's like underneath a rock and kind of pulling himself out, but he seemed to have fallen unconscious as he was trying to pull himself out.
So anyone that I see that's unconscious, I'm going around using Spare the Dying.
Okay, got it.
And like holding my shield up above me, like
Okay.
to shield from anything that's falling.
Yeah,
Actually, can I?
I'm also.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Can I?
I'm
actually...
Molly first. Go ahead.
Can I, instead of doing a potion, I'll save my potions. Can I actually cast Healing Spirit?
You most certainly can.
That way, I can also help with healing anybody that's nearby. And since
Yes.
there's 3 of me right now, can I just have the 3 little twins? Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, no, they can go like I'm fine with them spreading out like illusionary wise. I'm
Yeah,
not. I thought for
illusionary-wise.
some reason you were like, I'm gonna make 4 healing spirits, and I was like, that spell's already
no,
the
no,
best
no.
spell in D&D.
No, I wanted to use it as an illusionary
Got you,
like
yeah.
descriptor for this part where it's like all the mollies are going to help
Yeah,
everybody.
basically 4 mollies split up, go help different individuals by like offering this spirit that is just kind of traversing between the 3 of them. Only 1 person can use the spirit per turn, so basically you can heal 10 people. They nerfed that spell after our D&D party got the most
I can
use
use-
out of it.
I can heal 10 people.
It lasts a minute, so you can heal up to 10 people. Yeah,
It says I only have so many turns.
I think it's 10, isn't it?
No.
Oh, how long is it now?
Oh.
I thought they might have changed that too.
The
might
spirit
have
can heal
shattered
a
its
number of
kneecaps.
times equal to 1 plus my spellcasting ability
Ah.
for fire.
Oh, okay. So
They
what's your
shattered its kneecaps.
wisdom?
Wisdom is +3.
And then plus your proficiency, so +6. So you have 7 uses. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. And one of those uses goes to me.
Yeah. You gotta heal the doctor first.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's only 5.
What does the spirit look like?
Oh yeah, that is
Me?
a good question. Oh, it just
Oh,
looks
looks like you.
There's a 5th you now. This one's glowing.
No, I changed my mind. It's a slime.
Okay, that
It's always a slime.
Yeah, that's definitely more sensible.
It's like a very friendly
Is
kitty
it like the
slime,
cat
though.
slime? Yeah, okay. It's like the cat
I
slime
was gonna
from
say,
Slime
I was
Rancher.
imagining the slime being almost like a Pac-Man ghost, like boop, 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 just kind of like.
Boop, 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 just healing people. I'm not gonna lie though, Molly is probably gonna be a little biased in this and is probably healing children first.
Yes, no,
just
and
want to
and
mention that.
even at one point you come across this like older looking individual who says, no,
And you're like,
no,
nah.
help the kids. No, he's with you on it as well. You do see this like group of orphaned or at least estranged children down here that aren't like in a home or anything like that. Hugh, most of the work you get done is getting people out of their homes. That's the big issue right now. Celine, you said you were doing something at some point.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I was just gonna look for any survivors and also look for any possibly abandoned items.
Roll investigation.
Yeah. Just a couple dollars fall in my pocket. You know,
Does she have
big
any kind
deal.
of disadvantage while if she's searching for items while also trying to save people from collapsing? Like,
No, I mean, if she's just searching
Well,
for
if
the
I
people,
find a person, then I find a person. If I find some stuff, I find some stuff. You can put some stuff in your pocket while you carry a person.
Yeah,
so
if I find 20 bucks next to it, dude, I mean,
Woman lasso. I want the gauntlet. I want the.
you want the bracers, the deflecto bracers. We'll work on it. I'll workshop it.
Great.
I rolled really bad.
Yeah, so you don't find anything except rubble. You see like a linens shop that probably you could find some like old tapestries or something if you wanted to, but it's currently caved in. So you, being a morally upright person, immediately like, okay, morally upright might be asking a lot, but at least for the sake of people, I would say that you still regard people as important. So you help a couple of these individuals out versus stealing their tapestries on an 8. With that, this whole scene is gone.
They're burning.
The scene has passed, and there are some people who are lost, people have been lost in this that has happened. You even see Hugh. You are pretty affected when you see what looks like just a shadow like engraved on the floor real near where the explosion went off at. You think it was probably the guy who died right off the bat from where he's standing right now,
right.
because he couldn't get away. He was just dead there already.
Still
But
pretty dark, yeah.
And so, but as this all passes, you see a very large, like sized as large individual come up, and it's another one of these Goron-looking earth elementals, but he's much bigger, and he is like picking up rocks and throwing them quite a ways away, and he looks at you 6, and immediately for a moment you see like this anger go over his face, and then he sees Hugh like pick a rock up as Molly's spirit heals a child, and Sherlock is kind of looking for people, and you're all helping out, and he kind of softens for a moment, and he says, "Thank you." And he's speaking in common, and he looks at you all, and he says, "Who are you, and where do you come from?" "My name is Gorgoon. We should talk." And with this, we will take a break for the night. Not for the
Sweet.
night, but we will take a quick break.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
We'll take our
Bathroom.
break for the night.
I'm
One
also
break.
I lied. I am gonna drink a potion.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm looking a little hardy right now.
For sure. I'm gonna hit BRB. Welcome back, everybody. We are back.
yeah, Khan developed her power. Sorry, she develops her superpowers following Marvel's Infinity storyline when the Terrigen mists are released. Her dormant inhuman abilities are activated by the mists.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. talks about that a lot, and I like that
Yeah,
show
no,
a
that's,
lot.
yeah, they had a
Yeah.
whole inhuman arc. Yeah.
I love that show. Okay, sorry. Hashtag Marvel's not a sponsor. Hashtag Marvel contact us. Hashtag
I don't think so.
I don't know. I'll
Yeah.
do a Marvel.
I want to be in the MCU.
Yeah,
But then we have to deal with Disney.
I like Disney.
That's okay.
No, I'm kidding.
We'll deal more with the Marvel side of the Kevin Feige seems
Yeah,
cool.
Kevin seems like a good dude.
Anyone who's confused, they're talking about the podcast that's coming out soon.
No,
that
we'll
will be
do
coming
it.
out.
No, we're just
No,
talking.
we'll
We're just talking
just-
about Marvel getting us on their
just- yeah.
contract.
I just want a contract from Disney that gives me a lot of zeros at the end of it. That's all I'm asking. Okay. As we left off before the break, I like that we just talk bullshit to nobody sometimes. It's hilarious.
It happened.
But we left off with the explosion of the sun, which sounds a lot more dangerous than it was, but it was still pretty dangerous. And this large individual came over to you all, asked for your name, and introduced himself as Grogur.
Roger.
Grogur.
Write that down.
With a hyphen in between.
You definitely said Gorgoon before.
Yeah,
the
I did.
break.
I didn't look it up. I was basing it off of
Hey.
my memory. That's my bad.
What is
Okay.
he? What is he, and how is?
What is he physically?
Yeah.
He is a large earth elemental that looks like the rest of these Gorons.
But bigger.
Yes.
Grr.
His name is Jeff.
Man, damn.
I hate you.
And he said that he
so
wanted
much.
to talk to us.
Yeah, he said, well, it wasn't so much I want to talk to you, more like we should talk.
He looked mad, but then saw us helping people, and then he was like, "Oh, actually, I
What's
guess
his
you guys
name?
are cool."
Grow-gur. Grow-gur.
Grr.
Not Grogu.
Not Grogu.
But I
Not
like
ragu
ragu.
either.
Who's
I
that?
like ragu as well.
That's tomato sauce.
Who's Grogu?
Your mom.
Baby Yoda.
Whoa! Sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna sing.
Oh, actually, I guess if you haven't watched Mandalorian, you wouldn't know that. But it's
Watch
enough into the
Mandalorian!
it's enough
I've
in the public
watched it.
consciousness now. Oh, okay.
I hope we get to see Baby Yoda meet his daddy.
Me too.
Are you assuming his dad
Who's
is
his dad?
Yoda?
He already has met his daddy. It's the Mandalorian.
That's what he needs to re-meet. Spoilers.
Pop, pop.
Pop, pop.
My shot, because I'm gonna spoil everything if I keep talking.
Well, if he's introduced himself to us, Hugh will introduce himself to him.
I'm just saying that before this thing is done, we're gonna see a pod race with Grogu. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Guarantee it.
Baby's first pod race. And but yeah, Hugh will introduce himself while he's lifting heavy rocks and helping people out of houses.
Should we take this conversation to somewhere private?
He says that would probably be for the best, and he kind of skulks away down the alley to a larger abode.
I'm assuming we should follow you.
Finished with the area.
Yeah, I mean,
Everything's cool.
there's a lot of people now helping out, and they seem to have everything under control.
Okay.
So as you
There's
all
no active cave-in happening anymore.
correct, yeah.
It's settled down.
As you
Wait, before we leave, can I investigate to see if there's any traces of this sun guy that left, maybe, or got out?
yeah, roll me an investigation check.
You know, as you say that, it triggers something in my brain. I'm gonna look at my palm.
Okay,
Does it still have the whip?
it does, yes.
Okay, is that like the weapon he was using?
It was, yes.
Okay. Interesting. A whip made of
Have we
sunlight.
seen any trace of Cal?
You both saw where she headed a ways away, but you have not seen her since this happened.
Hugh, what is it you got there in your hand?
What's the investigate? 1 sec before we do this. What's the investigation check?
Okay.
Hello?
Sage.
Oh, the investigation check was 9.
Okay, yeah. You see, similar to where this individual had left like a shadow, you see the same shadow in the shape of a normal man. So you assume that he burn out, but you're not really certain with the 9.
Okay. So no ashes of magic like floating off.
No,
in the
no,
distance.
not that you can
Okay,
see.
alright.
Not with the 9.
Not with a 9.
Okay, back to
Well-
Asher and Hugh.
Asher, I found this, I don't know, like a strand of bright sunlight. Is it like bright like sunlight? What am I
Yes,
dealing with here?
It's almost like you were dealing with
A sunbeam
it's a
stretched out.
it's a string, yes. It's almost like a string, like I said, yeah, string of sunlight's basically the best description.
Is it stuck to your hand? Also, my accent's like all over the place tonight. I don't have it.
Well, I'm not sure. I'll try to pull it off of my hand.
As you unravel it, it does come off. It's not like it was stuck, it was just that it had tangled.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it somehow like magically like attached to him or something. Well, anyway, we should probably follow
Okay.
that guy.
I'll put this in my pocket for later. Maybe Sherlock will figure so. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in my
we can
bag.
probably take it to my uncle and figure it out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Onward.
So you all continue on. You enter a large home that has this pretty large chimney, or well, not a chimney even, more like a burning pit in the midst of the room, and some ventilation that leads upward. And this large man is sitting in a stone chair, has pulled quite a few chairs up around this stone fire pit, and says, have a seat, all of you. Thank you.
Is this Are you Chris Hansen?
I don't know who that is.
Oh,
Are we
sorry.
in trouble?
No, I don't think so. You all seem to be helping. I just don't know why or how you found your way down here, who you are, or what you had gotten yourself into that caused that cave-in. So I would like some information if that's at all possible, and I thought it would be better to speak in here. So,
Well, you know, the Backstreet Boys don't care who we are and where we're from.
what?
I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from.
We're the
I feel like
Backstreet
we
Boys.
just neutralized a pretty big threat for you. I don't know if you saw that explosion and then us stick around to help the townspeople. We're not the threat here. We could use some information from you, mister.
Well, that's what I said. I'm not assuming you're the threat. That's you were helping. I just would like to know what happened. I wasn't around.
You had this look in your eye. I thought you were gonna.
No,
be
I was
crazy.
angry at first. I thought you six had
Okay.
caused it, but as I saw you help and saw the ashes, I assume it was something else, and I suppose I wouldn't be wrong.
Well, let's take a step back here for a second.
Okay, he stands
who
up.
are you?
Ah,
Yeah.
Whoa.
Who are you exactly in this community?
My
name.
kinda guy.
Huh?
He says, my name, as I said, is Groger. I guess you would closely tries to think. We call each other Akars. We're basically he's like a leading individual in a society. The words a mayor, maybe? Does that sound similar? I basically run
Sure.
this district down here in the Undercroft.
Okay.
Do you,
Oh,
do
fair-
you know
fair
that
enough.
sun guy we just fought? Do you know who that is?
Is that
No,
your guy's mortal enemy or something? And we just knocked him into next week?
no.
He's been doing this for a while. This wasn't the first.
Oh.
I don't know what you're talking
Anyway.
about, any of you, honestly. Sun guy?
Yeah, did anybody tell him that, you guys live underground to stay away from the sun?
He's a serial killer, kind of.
We just fought a man that was glowing, and we are following a series of attacks or murders, if you will, where bodies and people have been scorched to death, and it seems logical that someone with the burning radiance of the sun coming from their hands may be responsible for such atrocities. And yeah, that's about what we got so far.
Got a
That
point.
that makes sense, I suppose.
Do you know where Sun Guy went while he was down here? Did you see him in any other part of the district?
Like I said, I just showed up at the end there.
do you know a man named Corbin?
Corbin, gonna think to
Simic?
himself real quick.
Probably smells bad and
He's real ugly.
insults a lot of
He is.
people. know.
Yes, I know of Corbin Simic. Only very minutely. He tried to gonna roll an insight check on all of y'all.
I roll it back.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh!
Oh!
Uno reverse.
I'm gonna
Alright.
do it.
While everybody's busy
I got a
rolling
20.
insight checks,
We're just like all
Use-
staring at each other from across the table.
He's gonna pull that little string
Spider-Man
out of
theme?
the bag,
Uh-huh.
and he's gonna look at it.
Okay.
That's it. That's all he's doing.
What's on Hugh's mind?
What would poof.
Sand.
Man, this thing is bright. I wonder what it does.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, I have an ability for this. Hold on, Bryant.
Okay.
I have magic awareness as an
Okay.
action. Open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn what school of magic it belongs to. So maybe it doesn't specifically apply here.
No,
but,
it
you know.
definitely does. That's awesome. Yeah,
Okay.
you focus in on it.
Magic at the start.
Yeah, you focus in on it, and it definitely is a school of transmutation magic. And you look at it really
Transmutation.
closely, and you think really hard to yourself that it's too bright to kind of stare at it for very long, and it starts to dim a little bit to more of like a average light.
I'm in control now. I'm the captain.
Can he see all magic items?
Yes, you can. Anything within 60 feet.
Well, my dagger looks magical, I suppose, doesn't it?
Yep.
Mine also does.
So does the glass, and so does his lightning necklace.
Whoa, man, we're some cool guys. All right, I'm gonna put this in my bag again and think about it later.
Okay. Think about it night and day.
Yeah.
Why is this so?
How's the crab that's been in my purse this whole time?
You look in your purse, and
You got crushed during the fight.
it is there's a large hole in the bottom of your purse.
No, there's not.
Why not? Oh, it's in the bag of holding, isn't it?
No.
She rubber
I
banded all the
restrained
claws.
his
so-
claws.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. Yeah. So this
but
dude
it
is in the
poked.
this dude is in the bottom corner, still just kind of like. Let me
Trying to
out.
I pet his head.
He tries to clap at your finger.
Poor crab.
I'm being
Coming home
tortured.
with me.
Sous vide me already.
Sous vide.
With all those insight checks, none of you know anything except for Sugar. And Dewdrop, you look
Yay!
at him, and he seems like he could be really pretty trustworthy. He looks at you and seems like he rolled a nat 1 on his insight check and pulls out this large, there's a word for it, and I will give 1 inspiration to anyone who can tell me what it is, because I don't remember, but it is a church relic that, like, you hold it and it sways and it burns incense in it, and it's on a long rod.
Oh my god, I just looked at this word recently, actually.
In Catholicism.
Yeah, very prominent in Catholicism.
Oh my god, I know it.
That's what the altar boys carry.
That is what the
It's,
altar boys carry. I just don't remember what it's called. Anybody?
Hold on.
I just learned /
Because
saw
I know
this
a
word
flail
recently.
is
but
the weapon that you swing
Yeah, it's
around.
a flail would be close, but not.
It's a Catholic
Right.
flail.
They call it the Catholic flail.
It's a religious flail.
It's not an aerator. It's
The church candle.
Oh, I was right. Oh, I had it in my head, and I was right. It's a sensor.
Sensor,
But
yes.
Yep.
C-E-N-S-E-R.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So
That's what
you
it
see
was
he
in my
pulls
head.
out this large sensor, and you recognize immediately, Asher, this to be like a relic from your religion up above, and he places
Would make
it.
sense that I got inspiration for that.
Yeah, and he places it in the fire, and you feel a very similar Zone of Truth spell being cast on you all as it is placed in this fire. And I need everyone to make me a wisdom save.
I'm kind of like, oh, I know this one.
I feel like Celine would just mutter, fuck.
I choose to fail.
Okay.
Same.
I've actually failed.
Okay.
Assumingly, I got a 10.
Celine.
I'm just like, that's not gonna work on me. I know exactly what that is
Okay. He says that's fine.
because I rolled a 25.
Yeah, so if you pass, he knows you passed.
But I don't have a reason to lie
Yeah,
anyway.
so you can choose to, lie, but he looks at you all and he says, well, this camera is gonna eat it sooner than later, and I'm not looking forward to when that happens. He looks at you all and says, well, like I said, I ran into Mr. Simic once. He was asking if we had any children or young adults that would be available for experimentation.
I just
In
went
which-
out and said it like that.
Yes, because this part of town is known for being quite shady in its dealings, and we very quickly, I grabbed him and he disappeared from within my hands, like left through this ethereal door. I didn't recognize it, but he was gone before I could catch him.
You are Chris Hansen.
What?
Nothing. I said you are Chris Hansen, catching the child predators.
I don't get the jokes as the DM or as the character, so it works.
You don't know who Chris Hansen is?
I don't guess.
We'll fill you in later.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't worry about it.
Don't derail.
But he looks at you all. He says, "So who are you? And why are you here?"
That's a great question, which I will throw to someone else who's probably better at words than I am.
Well, people are trying to kill us.
All right.
That's one reason.
Who was trying to kill you?
That sun guy, we're students of Strixhaven. We were sent down here to try to help. There's been rumors that there's a man running around spontaneously combusting and then burning down things that probably shouldn't be burned down, including people.
Yeah.
So we came down here to try to help, and we get here and he's here and he exploded. So that's what happened.
Yeah.
If he's been spontaneously combusting and done that more than once, do you not fear that he's still alive?
Oh.
Oh, I'm sure it's a matter of finding him again.
I didn't think that.
Well, I
but-
had not considered that. I thought my burning hands perhaps was too powerful for him.
Hey, I thought the same thing.
But my conclusion was there was not enough evidence to go on.
Oh, okay.
But you know, we have his lasso now, and I imagine he had that before. So that probably means something.
Is that lasso imbued with his magical properties or just magical properties in general?
You don't
Good
really
question.
know. If you want to roll an Arcana check, and Hugh will let you look at it. I'll allow it.
I do. Hugh, can I
looks
see
like
that?
Looks like he already
Yes.
has it out. He's like,
I pull it out.
look at it.
Yeah, Hugh whipped it
and
out.
all right, now it was bright before, and when I said it was too bright, it got dim. I'm gonna say get bright.
It glows very brightly.
Oh, what?
Does an 11 get me anything?
It is magic. The
Hugh, I
glowing
do
kind.
believe that lasso you have is magic, buddy. I don't know if you
While
knew that.
while they're all staring
Don't
at the
say.
lasso and still trying to figure it out, I kind of continue speaking. We are also in pursuit of a cult that we believe may be connected to all these events. The cult of the Gallant family, otherwise known colloquially, I believe, as the Diamond Lickers. Now, I don't suppose you might know anything about that.
At that
Diamond
point,
liquor.
the moment you say the Gallant family, you watch as he stands up very quickly and, like, without even a need to move, has his hand, like, on your mouth before you can say, like, any more than Gallant. And this isn't a small hand. This hand is, like, big enough to, like, fit he's got a finger, basically. Yeah, basically his whole hand is, like, covering your face. And he says, "Do not mention their name down here. That brings them."
Okay.
He says,
Since I'm assuming he's close to me. Like, at first I try to like squeak out something like,
yeah, he releases the hand.
but I whisper pretty much like as quietly as I can, so only he can hear.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, I take it that means you are not with them, and we would be able to trust you in our search against them.
Yes, but I do want to correct you, or at least inform you. Cult is not the word I would use. It's more of
Okay.
a mafia of sorts at this point. They call it the family down here.
Do Italians exist in this world?
Yeah, that was a really smooth with the music.
It really was.
okay.
It was so good. And then some
Okay.
asshole said it's their Italians down here. Right. He looks at you and he says, they're not to be trifled with. Me and my people, and he looks over to a few of the other like Goron type people, have been here long before any of you overdwellers came here for safety from the storm. We've been here for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years. We've always lived below the ground. Our eyes don't do very well up top. But ever since they got down here and took over parts of the city, it's not been safe, and it's not been the same. But
Do
they
you
have
know-
abilities.
Do you know where we would be able to find they who shall not be named?
Yes, I know of a few places you could find them. Do you want to find them as in like the father, or them as in like one of the individuals? Because I promise
I don't
you,
care if it lead me to the Father, the Son, or the Holy Gallant.
Molly tears her hair out. There's water all over the ground.
Still 4 of me as well.
Yeah, no, at this point, all 4 pull into each other and like start.
We're all hugging.
Yeah, it's like, it's pitiful. What were you saying,
How do you
Celine?
distinguish them from other people?
He pulls out like a large fireplace poker and starts to draw the same symbol you saw on the same symbol you saw on the emblem of the diamond company. You see that same emblem now in the ashes, and he says they have this tattooed on themselves somewhere. Roll me a history check, Celine. With advantage, sorry. I will give you advantage.
Thank you.
Now roll me a wisdom
17.
saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh no.
11.
Okay. You get a very I'm assuming that you and Molly are sitting next to each other. And Molly, you feel this hand on your leg before you can even like look up. You know that it's Celine, and she is like gripping your leg very tightly as she starts to convulse violently. And you're gonna take 14 psychic damage as you kind of keel over and almost fall into the fire before Molly grabs you. And you look back and remember very early when Gallant would, take you on missions by himself or with himself, and you would get a glimpse at maybe he needed to change and there wasn't really a place to do anything about it. He has a tattoo on like the far bottom right, or not far bottom right, the far like bottom, I guess bottom left more of his left calf. Or not calf, but thigh, like right beneath where the crease in your leg would be. That is that symbol. But you also now remember, like as you're kind of focusing in, you also recall that's not what you remember. The tattoos of a dragon. There's a dragon around his kneecap. The really cool stylized tattoo that you remember. There's no tattoo down there that is of that symbol. We can't hear you.
Sorry, the dog was being loud. I said, what kind of state am I in right now?
I mean, if you're still conscious, not a great one mind-wise, but you're not like unconscious or anything.
What was the damage?
14 psychic.
Okay. I have 6 hit points. Am I getting the nosebleed again?
Oh yeah, for sure. Probably out of the ears too.
I'll use a healer's kit,
Okay.
which I forgot I had.
So after I asked him about where to find them, what did he tell us?
He said that he knows of a place you could find like the family proper, or you could find like more
Random-ass
individuals. Yeah.
I suppose both of those things would be useful information.
Hmm?
He points out the door and says, about 2 miles inward. You're on the outskirts of town right now. I don't really know how you got down here, but 2 miles inward.
I don't know why that rolled twice.
That's
Sorry.
weird. 2 miles inward, you'll find a large mansion built of a type of fungus we call Trillamok. It's sturdy like wood. And we use it to build our finer things down here. There's a large mansion abode. That is where the family meets. But there's many different members. If you want a member of the family, you would be looking at any in the inner city down here, any of the non-Goran individuals would probably be members of the family, or at least work for them. On the outskirts out here, we have a couple of individuals that come by for taxes and things like that, but other than that, nothing that we know of.
So would you say they live in the inner Undercroft?
Yes.
Now, when you said they all have these tattoos on them,
Some
Do
visible,
they-
some not, just depends.
okay, that was my question. So there's no designated place that they get the
No.
tattoos.
Different for everybody.
Do most of them display them proudly, or do they tend to keep it secretive?
It depends on what their jobs are, from what I've seen. If you want to be in subterfuge, for instance, it's not very bright to have a large emblem claiming who you are. But if you're the head of the house or one of the lead members that don't mind because they never leave this place, yes, some of them wear it on their cheekbone, some on their chest with an open shirt. There's a woman specifically that always wears a one strap dress, and on her other shoulder she proudly bears the symbol. And at that point you hear 2 voices coming in, and he says stay still. And you feel as these individuals, you see 2 shorter but lanky, like half-elfin men walking in with these large, like, brooms, or not brooms, but what look like these broomsticks that are like these large mallets. And they say, "Hey, Grogo, it's about time for pavement again. We heard you were talking up a storm about us. Sorry, my ears were burning." And the other one cracks in and walks over and hits the stick. Says, "Oh, you've made some friends then, Grogo. Who are these fine individuals?" And at this point, Groger looks at you all and says, "They're visiting from the upper. They don't have any business with you all. They were asking about a research project that has to do with Gorons and the like, and I told them to come on by."
Say the word, boss.
And with that, deception check, pretty good. Insight checks. One of them looks him up and down and says, "Now, Grogo, you know you're not supposed to lie to us." And the other one, like whips this bat really hard and kind of walks up behind Molly's chair. And
all right, I'm standing up.
yeah, at that point, you hear this like snide snicker, and he says, "Well, aren't you a pretty little girl?" And with that, I'm sure more than one person has an issue. So
Primal savage.
we'll go ahead and roll initiative as Molly forms these acidic teeth and acidic nails from her body. And I'm not gonna have a map for this one.
Okay.
Oh, of course. And I rolled the shittiest fucking initiative.
That's okay. You're gonna get a sneak attack no matter what. You'll go first because you
Okay.
acted.
A surprise attack. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, not a sneak attack, but a surprise attack. Get rid of this guy.
Does a 23?
Give me just a second to get actual initiative real quick.
No, that's fine. I just looked at it and I was like, whoa. What happened? Good thing I got my hit points back. That could have been dangerous. Celine, you still looking rough?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm not happy
Is
about
this
being
everybody's initiative?
berated and
accurate?
catcalled.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. No.
Well, mine is.
Yeah.
I like to think that she goes from being like, well, she's still looking a little rough from the last fight, but she's normally like prim and proper, and now she's got like these disgusting teeth and nails just like ready to go.
Nice.
Now it's updated.
Look at that nat 1 right there.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Okay, so yeah, you rip these claws up as you turn back and kind of meet him. A 23 definitely hits.
Awesome. And then
4 acid damage.
yeah.
As you like find his hand, which is holding this bat, he just drops it immediately as these acid claws grab into his hand. And he says, "Oh, you got a bit of a bite." Celine, you're up.
I am going to raise my short bow and shoot at him.
Y'all are all in a very confined area. You will have disadvantage to shoot at anybody.
Well, I didn't.
I'm just
you can't tell
explaining.
that without a map.
I know, you're sitting around a table, as I said, so.
Oh. Well, then I will draw my rapier and do booming blade.
Okay.
Boomin' blade.
Human.
Boomin'.
22 hits, 5 piercing damage. Do have sneak attack because, are you wanting to kill this guy?
Also the booming blade.
Are you wanting to kill this guy?
Lethal or non-lethal?
Not lethal.
Okay, you watch as Molly, this blade could have quite easily gone in one ear and out the other, as she basically cuts like the inner thigh, and this guy like falls over on the ground, and the other one looks extremely worried. Asher, you're up.
Can Molly look at them and go, now who has a little bit of a bite to them?
Asher, you're up.
Yep.
I mean, it's you, right?
It is still me, but also it is also Celine, who's very bloody as well, by the way, guys.
I'm very hurt, but it's making me pissed.
There's only 2 guys, right?
Yeah, well, there were. Now there's one.
Yeah. I step up to the second guy. I get up right in his face, and I use I like my hair flickers a little bit more. I use thaumaturgy to make my voice boom directly in his face.
Okay.
And I'm just like, now you just saw what my 2 friends did to your friend here, and I will give you one chance to stand down right now.
Okay, roll intimidation with advantage.
Yay.
There's a booming blade going on. There's acid teeth going on.
Nat 20.
A nat 20 with a -1.
Yeah. So you watch as this stick just falls out of his hand, And he puts his hands up. He's like, we didn't mean any trouble. Now we thought y'all were just travelers. We didn't assume anything. I'm sorry. My brother.
And yeah, go ahead. You can finish your sentence.
I'm sorry. My brother just gets a little bit out of hand when he doesn't mind his own business.
I walk over to the door. I slam it shut and I lock it.
Oh, hey, that's the opposite of what I thought you were gonna do. I would like to leave, please.
No.
No, I don't think so. You have come into this man's home uninvited, and now you are going to stay. I don't know why Asher is like fucking pissed right now, but
well, they just basically like
just
threatened his sister. Yeah.
Yeah, they were catcalling your sister.
So it's like I understand that the women, the ladies took care of themselves, but I'm still not happy.
Yeah,
about
I know
this,
for sure.
So I was like,
Asher will remember this.
now, you are
Molly
going
will
to sit your butt down.
He means ass.
Forgive me,
Show
Father.
ass.
Forgive me, Father.
Show ass down.
Okay.
And
Pancake
you were going to
maker,
tell me,
chair.
are you one of those diamond lickers?
I don't
He
like
sits
way
in the
you say
chair
diamond
and
lickers.
Zone of Truth is gonna get so many people in this campaign. It's still going. He fails.
Oh, but if he walked
figured.
into it, does it still?
Yeah, it's an area. It continues to last. I'm almost certain. I'll check.
okay.
I might be wrong. That's a good question. Let me check it.
I figured it was still going on.
I didn't know if it was like if you enter the area later or
I'm
whatever.
checking. Create a magical zone until
it ends.
Yeah.
Creature enters. Yep.
Yeah, so
Charisma
as he
save.
sits down, he fails his charisma save as he is not as extremely charismatic.
What a guess! What a guess!
And he looks at you and he says, we haven't, been called that in a long time, but yeah, we're part of the Gallant family.
I bet.
And how is it that you knew that we were talking about you?
Well, I mean, we have ears all throughout the town. Some of our more powerful siblings have higher magics that can do certain things.
Are they listening in right now?
Things.
Oh, certainly, yes. Damn
So
it.
they can hear this conversation that we're having?
Yeah, for sure. Damn it. What is happening?
Sage just walks up and just like smacks him across the face and is like, is there anything else super important we should know like right this second?
I mean,
Yeah, just tell us everything.
I mean, y'all be in trouble if y'all stay here too long if they know what you've done. And
Well, it sounds to me like
Do they care enough about you guys if we hold you hostage?
okay, now that's an insight check on himself. He's gonna be introspective for a moment and see if he
Yeah, he's
truly
like,
believes.
do I really matter to the family?
Yeah, he thinks it over. He's really focusing. He's gonna be like, man, I want to be real with you. I don't think they do. It's a hard time down here. I was born without magic, so no, not really.
I appreciate your honesty in this matter.
Do lots of people have magic down here?
Yeah. I mean, the Gallant family does.
What do you... Is that like their last name or...
That is our last name, yeah.
So you were born without magic, and the family was able to give you magic. Am I understanding you correctly?
No, I still haven't been given magic. No. We
After this,
They
I don't
could
think
if
you're
they
ever gonna
wanted
get
to.
magic, dude.
maybe. I don't know. I'm not
okay.
in the know
Well-
about things of that sort. No, we're one of the magic families.
Well, we're running out of time if they're headed here. Where is their hideout here? Where are they coming from?
You've already had that question answered, but for brevity, there's like this town center that has a large mansion in it. It's not a hideout, so to speak. They don't have anyone to hide from, in their opinion, down here.
I guess I'm just trying to understand because the Gallants are a magic family, but he said he was born without magic.
Correct. Yeah.
So he's not actually like a blood member.
He
No.
he says correct. Yeah. I was adopted by the Gallant. Sorry, I was made a part of the family, but I do not have magic. Correct. Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
I apologize.
Is that true of many members of your organization, that they are not actually related?
I'd say it's about 75-25. 25% having magic, 75% being adopted or brought in or hired.
Celine nods a little.
Who is the most powerful member of your family?
Ooh.
That'd be Dad. Papa, they call him.
And what's his magic?
It's a scary one. He can he pulls you in close in a moment and says, "Take your magic away." And in that moment, you watch his eyes roll back in his head, and he starts to seize, and he's foaming at the mouth. And before you can even like react, he is unconscious.
Guys, I really
Can I
don't
do a
like the way
medicine
that
check on him?
he pulled me so close. Like that.
Yeah,
before
roll a
he
medicine
did
check.
that. Now he like breathed in my face, and
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna happen to me now. And
It's only an 11.
I thought he was maybe gonna try to kiss me. It was weird.
It's weird. 11. He's definitely unconscious. You're not sure if he's dead or not, but he definitely was forced unconscious by some other force that you're not aware of.
you guys, I can bring him back. Do we feel like we need more information out of him?
He's not dead.
I
just
know, but if we,
Oh.
is there anything else that you guys think we need to know right now? Do we need to bring him back and question him about anything before we're either spotted or we take off?
Well, here's my thing. It seems like they know our moves. They know that we're here. So I don't know that attempting to be secretive is going to be very helpful at this point, because
They don't know that we know that they.
They know. They know.
And with that, you
They
hear a
know.
very loud thud on the door. And
They
you hear,
know.
yes, we
And-
do. We do know that you know that we know that you know.
we know.
We heard
That's pretty
everything
funny.
you just said to the brother. Let us in. And you hear this heavy thud
No.
on the door. And at that point, Groger kind of points to the back side of the room and says, "There's a, it's a bit of a climb, but there's a small chimney sort of thing that you can head back to the top. You'll want whoever's the strongest out of all you to go first, because it's blocked by a pretty heavy grate. But
Sure.
that's your really
I'll
only
go.
way out besides the front door."
Go through tunnel. If that's what we want to do, I'll go through the tunnel first. But if we want to,
It seems like this family's pretty powerful down here, and I'm not sure if we're ready for another
I
full-on
think we're ready.
fight right now. So perhaps it is best for us to regroup.
All right, all right.
Well, I, for one, think we should go ahead and take off on them. If they're here, then they're down a couple members at their mansion. I think we should head that way.
I don't think we're powerful enough for that yet.
You don't think they got a lot more people at them?
Yeah.
City center?
I think I'm feeling pretty spicy.
I think I'm not willing to risk losing my magic to a thing that I know is going to be a
Sage just
bigger
starts
fight.
barreling through the door while the rest of us are gone.
You hear Leroy Jenkins! And
have a
then
crab to
Sage
take
gets
home.
the shit beat out of him all by himself out there.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Oh,
escape
it's
it.
pretty easy to get up. It's like a spiral tunnel that leads all the way up. I need you to make an athletics check as you kind of bust through the grate at the very end.
Just
I
Hugh.
can't believe they actually call him daddy. That's so weird.
They call him
They
Papa.
said Papa, I believe.
They said
Natural
still.
20 for 27.
Yeah, so you see a
Nice.
very familiar pattern of a grate from the inner workings of the pipes. As you push through and you're like, oh, we're in Sector 4. Okay. And you immediately know where to go from there. You get out and you are not even like a 10-minute walk from your house where you're at right now.
Oh, so we are
That's not
on the up top.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you like I said, it was like an hour or two of like an incline, but as you get back up to the top, that is where you're at.
All right. I think it's time for a short rest.
I think it's time for a long.
I think it's time for a long rest. Yeah.
All right.
Long rest.
In the pipes or back at Hugh's
take a
house
medium rest?
or
Hugh, we're going to your house.
Could we go back to my house?
Sure. Yeah, we could go back to your house.
I don't.
I want to check on the kids.
I understand that, but I don't want to see Gareth anymore.
I don't think you will.
Gareth might still be down in the Undercroft, because isn't that where we just saw him recently?
No,
that was
him.
being disguised at it. As I told you in Discord,
BM down.
Drama Hero did not have very much memory of the last session, but it's starting to come back now.
Okay.
Gravity's a bitch.
You okay?
Rick.
Someone clip this. I want to put it on TikTok so bad. Oh yeah. let me join. As that.
I hate you all so much.
I don't know that he's gonna be there.
Well, we don't know that, and if he is there, I don't think it's a good idea.
Well,
Oh no, I mean, our camera all screwed up. Okay.
Got caught joking, and now your setup's messed up.
I think.
look, even if you don't want to come, I have to go. I have to check on them.
Well, I'm not letting you go by yourself. That's for sure. So.
I just don't think it's a good idea, but I understand. This is the first time I've used a southern accent this whole day, and I just
whole
can't
campaign.
do it. Whole campaign. I really don't think it's a good idea.
I'm feeling pretty full of beans. I can go with you if you need.
You,
Huh?
you just want to smack things.
No. Entirely.
Well, she would look over at Sherlock and say, well, you were the one who gave Coda the book. And they said they had another person doing magic out in District 12, so...
Fantasy, you're muted, by the way.
Well,
Well,
I was about to say, I can come if you need me to.
Splitting up's not good either, guys. I just
Then
don't
come
trust
with
him.
us!
I don't trust him. He has taken
Okay.
your memories how many
I don't
times?
either.
Then you can be
what I'm
there to
doing.
protect me.
I'm hurt real bad. I'm not as bad anymore. You're hurt real bad.
I'm
But we
also
take
hurt
an
real
hour,
bad.
right? We take an hour. We take an hour of just sitting around, hyping ourselves up, and we go check on Celine's family, and then we take a long rest. What do you
Like,
think?
take a long rest at Hughes and then check on the kids in the morning? Wouldn't that be the smarter idea?
We go have dinner at my house for an hour, and then we can go and roll up on Gareth and be like, take a
sounds
nap.
like the better option, so people have spells. Not trying to break character there, but
Sure.
I mean, in story, you could still be like, I need to like regenerate my magic, and I gotta
Yeah.
get a good night's sleep
I
for
mean,
that.
I'm good. I have spells. I'm like just worried about the rest of y'all because Celine's really hurt.
Well, you know,
Well, short
even
rest,
if
you'll
we
get
do
your
short
hit
rest,
points back,
you
but
could use hit dice, yeah.
Yeah.
And I
that's true.
honestly
And short
think,
rest is really just light activity, so I mean,
yeah,
you
correct.
don't
You
have to
could
be
do it.
sleeping
Y'all
during
could have
that.
already taken a short rest as you're hiking up here. Like, you don't need to narratively have anything
Oh.
else happen, so everyone can roll their hit dice if you'd like.
All right, I'll roll some hit dice. Shoo.
Yes.
Shoot, I'll roll me some hit dice.
Shoo.
Okay.
Well, I didn't know.
Shoot.
How did I do
That
that?
roll. Oh, there it goes.
Hit the short
Oh my
rest
God.
button.
47 minutes for these dice